Greenland. The president today said that he might use his tariff authority to charge countries higher tariffs if they don't support his position on Greenland. Number 21, please.
%25 tariff, which is, by the way, about 7 times more than they would have to pay by raising their drug, like 7 times. This wasn't like a little bit more, 7 times more. And I may do that for Greenland too. I may put a tariff on countries if they don't go along with Greenland, because we need Greenland for national security. So I may do that. I'll give you a little, I'll take you out of that. In fact, that'll end up being the story. But actually, this is a much bigger story because we're reducing healthcare by numbers that you haven't seen. So
okay. He also, though, was somewhat conciliatory on the topic. He said NATO countries have actually been helping on Greenland. Number 22, please.
We're going to see NATO has been dealing with us on Greenland. We need Greenland for national security very badly. If we don't have it, we have a big hole in national security, especially when it comes to what we're doing in terms of the Golden Dome and all of the other things. We have a lot of investments in military. We have got the strongest military in the world, and it's only getting stronger. And you saw that with Venezuela. You saw that with the attack on Iran, with the knocking out their nuclear capability potentially. So yeah, we're talking to NATO.
Let's probably market the question. Will the U.S. invade Greenland this year? Will the U.S. invade Greenland this year? What do polymarket wagers say about that? Only 10%. Only 10%. It hasn't been much higher. People just apparently are not as freaked out by this prospect as, say, the Europeans are. Brian, you're an old Washington hand. You're very experienced in all this. There's never been a story like this. I don't know how I quantify or qualify that, but never been a story quite like this. How do you think this ends?
Well, I think that there's a lot of voices here on both sides of the aisle, quite frankly, about just the possibility. I do think the president is, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit because I do think the president is smart enough to know that to be able to leverage something is quite different than going the full distance. And I don't believe he's going to go the full distance. Do I believe he's going to leverage it? Absolutely. Do I think it's really going to, affect and damage our standing, particularly in the EU? Yes, absolutely. And I do think we have a lot of risk there, particularly as these, threats with Greenland, threats with Iran, threats with Venezuela, just that you see, we've never been a country of nation building. I don't think we're going to start now. I don't think that the people of this country want to see their tax dollars go to those efforts. And I think that just like we're seeing with affordability as we head into the midterms, it's really going to come crashing down in the midterms. And I think that this administration is going to get a loud response from voters who really don't want to see this type of activity, want to see more about solving problems at home.
Ed, you've advised presidents, if this president called you and said, I want Greenland, but I want to reduce the volume, what would you tell him to do to get what he wants, which is access to the country's military capability and positioning, rare earth minerals, and not have to get approval for things?
Mr. President, what are the things we want from Greenland that they're not giving us? And let us form a group to go and get those things through a treaty or something.
Yeah.
I understand you want to keep the heat up, and that's probably a good thing. But again, what are the things we want that they're not compliant on?
Right.
And we'll try to work that out, sir.
Yeah. Ed, how would you characterize relationships between the president and Republicans in Congress currently as compared to in January? Better, worse, no different?
Well, I think marginally worse, but net good. I mean, everybody's intimidated by Trump. Everybody wants his endorsement. Everybody wants his favor, and he does favors. And be it legislation, be it this or that, people still very much. I don't think Trump is a lame duck. in the party. Put it that way.
Here's the easiest question I'm going to ask you tonight. You see a story in the Washington Post or the New York Times, and the headline and the subhead suggest, here's a story about Republicans in Congress unhappy with the president. They're unhappy on this, they're unhappy on that, the relationship's fraying, da, da, da. Who are the first two Republican members of Congress going to be quoted in that story?
You put me on the spot.
Well, somebody in the chat's already got number one. In my experience, it's Thom Tillis and then Congressman Bacon. Every story, same two guys.
Bacon for sure. Tillis,
Bacon.
I may disagree.
Oh my goodness, Tillis is in every story now. Every story. He criticized the president. He had a story in the Wall Street Journal today just about how Thom Tillis is now critical of the president.
I saw that, but
and
I give Tillis.
go ahead,
Tillis is more measured and more of an adult.
Yeah, but he's quoted in every story
And,
criticizing the president.
and also don't forget about Senator Murkowski.
Sometimes Murkowski and Collins get quoted too, but and McConnell, but they get quoted less because Bacon and Tillis seem to answer every reporter's call. If I were their constituents, I'd be wondering how much time they have to do constituent service. They just talk to reporters about how horrible the president is. Raise your hand if you want in the conversation. 3 quick things. First of all, here's Melania Trump. She rarely talks. Whenever she does, in advance of her movie coming out, I like to play at least a bit. This is 27. The First Lady had an event about AI and kids.
Today, I urge you to take action. Use AI to unlock new parts of your imagination. Lead with your ideas, stay sharp, but remember, never surrender your thinking to AI.
Leave it up there, freeze it for a second. Ed, her hair color and yours is exactly the same.
No way.
Yeah, the lighter parts. The lighter parts are.
My hair is not gray; it's white.
Well,
I'm there.
Her movie debuts in a couple weeks. Start the first night's at the Kennedy Center. Ed, have you been invited to that?
I have not. It's not even a story I've really followed, but
yeah,
maybe I should.
It debuts at the Kennedy Center, and then there's a theatrical. The Trump Kennedy Center, and then there's a theatrical release. Brian, percent chance you go pluck down. How much does a movie cost where you live? $19. You're gonna go 0%. Okay. Ed, is your wife gonna see that movie?
Probably is the answer.
Okay. The trailer's very good. Okay. Here's a harder question about another woman in Donald Trump's life. About whom did Donald Trump say this? She can be a little bit nasty, but she's always nice to me. Who did the president say that about today? Brian.
Oh, Jesus, don't call on me.
All right. Ed, about whom did the
president
president
was a Democrat.
You assume it was a Democrat. Roll 26, please.
Wait.
Yeah, don't roll it. Yeah, go ahead. Elizabeth Warren. Good guess. Wrong. Roll 26, please.
I'd like to invest in the United States $2 trillion. It's a lot of money. And then I went to Qatar, $2 trillion. And I went to the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed, $2 trillion. So we took in $6 trillion. That's why we have 18, because we got 6 from 3 countries. That helps, right? Laura, is that right? Hi, Laura. Boy, you are something. What spirit you have. Laura Loomer. Thank you, honey, for being here. Appreciate it. Geez, she can be a little nasty, but to me, she's always nice. So that's all that matters. I want her to stay that way, too. But I was over there, and he looked at me.
All right. Lastly, and then we're going to a quick word from a sponsor, then your questions. Please raise your hand if you want to get in for Ed and Brian. Today, they renamed the road leading from the Palm Beach Airport, PBI, as insiders call it, to Mar-a-Lago. It's not a very long ride. They renamed it after President Trump. And, of course, you don't need any sources to know the president loves stuff being named after him, particularly a road in Palm Beach. Who wouldn't want a road named after him, right? So here is a little bit of the ceremony in which State Representative Meg Weinberger unveiled the new Donald John Trump Boulevard. 25, please.
Wow.
Just like in a special way,
Okay.
You've done this forever.
That's a serious sign. Wilton, you want to come up here? Look at that. Come on. I don't know if you're going to compete with it, Wilton. This is, all of a sudden, you're looking a little bit squeezy here. Let's see. Good.
We had these made for you. So
Oh, that's great. Wow, I love that. Greatest
All right,
president
take it
in our
back.
lifetime.
Take it
No,
back
how
to when he
old are
calls
you?
them
That
up.
sounds very
Take it back. Did the president, no, go forward to after. Did the president say you're looking a little bit squeezy? Is that what he said, a little bit squeezy? All right, play it again.
That's a serious sign.
What does he say here? You look a little
little
squeezy?
Come on, I don't know if you're going to compete with it. Well, this is, all of a sudden you're looking a little bit squeezy here.
All right, is squeezy a word? Is that a word I don't know that you guys know?
It is now, but
It is now.
not before this, I don't think.
All right, I'm going to start working into my conversation. You're looking a little bit squeezy.